So my experiences have been good, bad, otherwise. But in all those experiences is when people were in need, other people showed up. And so what we had a year and a half ago in this community, in Sharkey County, was a time when people showed up. On that night that I came from the tornado, Mr. Johnson was standing at the corner intersection of 49 here in downtown Silver City, looking across the street, and his home was torn down. But rather than looking at his home, he was caring about the people in this community. And I thank you, Mr. Johnson, for that. And all the other people who came to this community all that time, the volunteers from everywhere. But I told Mr. Johnson, I said, you know, this will last for a while, and then everybody will be gone. And then it'll be left to the regular folk to fix the problem. And I'm so happy to see the regular folk here today, because you are the part of what makes communities what they are. And so for the FEMA people who got here, who never left, who talk to me at 7 o'clock every Friday morning and hear me, excuse me, Pastor, bitching and moaning about some of the problems that still going on, and I want to know why. It's because we all care. And that's, I thank Boss Lady for ingenuity. You know, there's a saying that every now and then you can pull a rabbit out of a hat. Dr. Chatman can do it better than anybody I know. But the good thing about it is she doesn't tell you how she made it happen. She just made it happen. And that's kind of like asking Colonel Sanders for the recipe of his good taste in chicken. Just eat the chicken and don't worry about the recipe. So thank you so much, Dr. Chatman, for what you do and with everybody else here. But one of the things I want to say is we still have work to do. I was talking to Brother Green here. We had 40 units of housing in this community that was destroyed. It was affordable housing. It's not here anymore. We need to come up with that plan to get those units. I pledge to you that at some point we'll make that happen. I put a little pressure on Brother Green. He accepted the challenge, and there are other folks. Nothing like a financial partner to come, and we'll work through that. But what we have here today is part of that partnership. And then the private sector, whether it's religious or otherwise, you're here. We thank you for that. Work's not complete. The goal is, you ready for this? To pave all the streets in Silver City. Not just to gravel them, but to pave them. The running water, the sewer. You know, this country years ago made a commitment to everybody who lived here, not just have running water and sewer, but they have lights and everything. And so that's still a goal for every person who lives in America, and we should support that goal. So I'm committed to doing it. I know your board of supervisors are committed to doing it, because just like most folks, everybody I know in this community who's elected, they say, now, if you can't fill the sack up, just put something in it. And we know you can. And so my job is to keep putting things in the sack. We work just as hard on behalf of everybody here. And I'm so happy because I've been in your shoes. You know, those sum total of those experiences, that's why I act and do what I do, because I've been there. And I've been there. And I want to continue to be working with local officials to make sure when the Collins family called me and talked about some issues, we worked through it. And I was happy to do it, and we'll continue to work. So look, I didn't check the weather forecast before I came. Believe me, I wouldn't have had this on if I had. But I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy so many people came out for this joyous occasion. It's what it's all about, a community and people coming together for the right reason. So I enjoyed being here. Thank you all so much. I want to thank the FEMA and MEMA partnership. You all have done a lot of investment in this community. And every time that I've brought to their attention, based on my conversation with Supervisor Thompson, that we kind of missed something. As soon as I get here, we go over, and somehow I'm told it just worked its way out. So now that's like that recipe I told you. So the folk tell me, say, we worked it out. And I said, I'm glad. Now the challenge is, I take the credit for it. But it get worked out. So other than that, thank you all so much. And again, Boss Lady, thank you so much. The foundation, you all do a wonderful job. And you know, this is the first time I've actually seen people. I've seen the work of the foundation, but the people have been just kind of in the background. And I thank them for doing that, but they've been there from day one. Mayor Pearson, thank you, and Anguilla for the work you do. Mayor Walker, thank you so much for the work there in Rolling Fork. On my way to Rolling Fork that night, I heard him on being interviewed on TV saying, I'm gonna have to go because I got to get my house straight because the water's coming in. So that's the kind of mayor that we have. So thank you all so much. I've enjoyed it, being here. It's been a long time coming. There was a comedian once, and every time he got on his show, and he really felt good, he'd say how sweet it is. Now, if you know who said that, you tell him how old you are too. Thank you so much.